Hey guys, how are you doing? And today I'm going to be reviewing Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. I think everyone knows about this book, either from friends, family, or it has been introduced to you in school. And a lot of people say really good things about it, though many who start reading it rarely finish reading it. And the reason for this, according to me, is that we have been reading it the wrong way and in the wrong perspective. So before I tell you how to approach this book, I'll read a part of the introduction and which I think sums up the story well enough. And if you want to skip this, you can go to a timestamp that I will put somewhere on the screen or in the description down below. Though I don't think this is a spoiler and I don't consider it to be a spoiler, as we probably know what happened and it doesn't really ruin the experience of reading. A 13-year-old girl in Netherlands is given a diary for her birthday. 2 days later, she starts writing in it. It would have been the typical diary of a typical teenage girl, only it was the June of 1942. Adolf Hitler had launched his aggressive campaign against the Jews of continental Europe. His armies had already taken over much of the continent. Austria, Czechoslovakia and Poland falling one after the other like matchsticks. And when the Germans entered the Netherlands, the little girl, also a Jew, went into hiding with her father, Otto Frank, her mother, Edith, sister, Margaret, and another family of 3 in a sealed-off room concealed behind a wooden bookcase in the upper annex of the building her father worked in Amsterdam. There, she would remain in hiding with the others for 2 years until they would all be betrayed and then whisked away by soldiers of the occupying German forces to a concentration camp where she would ultimately die of typhus a mere 2 weeks before she would have been liberated along with the others by British troops had she managed to pull herself through the illness. Anne was 15 years old when she died in that Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in the early days of March 1945, her short young life snuffed out tragically by the workings of a twisted, manic ideology. Considering the circumstances under which this book was written, I think you will be able to appreciate more as to what I think is the correct way to approach this book. Number 1. You should not read it like a regular novel, as it was not written in the intention of entertaining the reader. The book till this day is considered the most important document to have survived the terror and madness of Hitler's rule. The voices of the survivors and the victims are just as important, if not more important, than any other official documents and data. Which brings me to point number 2. That is, you should not read this book from start to finish all at once, and you should take your time and go slow, as every entry was written with a different mindset depending on the events that occurred just prior to her writing the entry. Now the third thing I would suggest is that you should read another book along with this, and no, not at the same time, which would be ludicrous, but I appreciate and I really want to emphasize the importance of reading multiple books at once, which I will do in a further video, and I wish people did it more often, as you would not want to lean on this book just for the entertainment aspect, as I have mentioned previously. So the kind of books that I would recommend you read alongside this one is something of a light fiction genre, and which is easy to catch on and gives you a little more room to rush through it. You can also read some fantasy and some science fiction if that pleases you. So thanks a lot guys for watching, and I hope you like this video, and if you did, please like, comment and share. And I hope this video really helped you guys who have not been able to finish this book, and if you all have any other recommendations and any other suggestions, please leave it down in the comments. See you guys next time, and happy reading.